Hello everybody, how are you all doing? I'm Loomis, and it is Pyre time. Get back in there. So we finished the first Liberation Rite, and the second season's about to begin. Our first match is coming up soon. Oh. I guess the last time it autosaved was before we did the little thing with Bay. Oh yeah, she got the bouncy effect, which is pretty awesome. Contract. I don't know how much I care about that, but sure. Is everybody in high spirits? I'm trying to think if I want to take anybody in particular on the next one. It looks like they are. Oh no, just the last two, I guess. Well, we're definitely taking Rookie, so I guess we know who we're taking with them as well. Be a relatively low-level squad, but hey, there's only one way to get them stronger. Hi Mango, how are you doing? You having a good day? Gaze into the abyss. Having arrived in the murky waters of Fathomless Trench, you find yourself lost in thought, watching the horizon. Then... Come, my friend. A few of us are having a little debate we thought you could settle. Edwin leads you back to the wagon's cabin, where the others are waiting. Together you share an entertaining conversation and a decent meal, courtesy of Volfred, who caught a fresh catch earlier. A shiny hidden ability, Eevee. Ooh, extra rare game. How's it going? Have you hatched 1,000,000 eggs? One gains +1 hope. We're getting some good all-round stats for this next one. Well, after the Hulkivores. Ooh, a new box. Pamitha seems to have something on her mind. Tito's hopping around outside. He's flipping through the book. Don't damage my books, Bay. Warming up. Yeah, Rookie is definitely going in. Checking the surroundings. Sir Gilman is praising the Underking. a quick look at the book then. What new stuff is going on? We found each of the others in due time, by fate, not by coincidence. The wise Luce Glorian stood among the trees, gazing at the stars, expecting us. The wild witch, Melithe, was so enthralled by my liege's utter transformation, she stayed her sorceries. Blessed-born Triesta swooped down upon us, but to warn us of imminent attack. The many-maned Jamur thus intervened, and shared with us his humor and his hunt. Even the Underking Garvas himself sought out an audience with us. Thus we became the Eight, and journeyed on together. The Dazraban was the first of many ships to vanish in the downside. Although presumptions of its loss were not inaccurate, the doomed ship and her valiant crew had charted half the Sea of Solace ere the end of their brave voyage. The Sea Titan, unfathomed plurns, was not fond of vessels sullying her sea, and split the doomed ship with a single swipe. The ship's own shattered prow would later end the Sea Titan's cruel reign, as the boastful Underking loves to account. The stars themselves must have been moved by this. That point within the sea, now sacred, has the stars dancing in homage every now and again. Shiny at 39 eggs. Ooh, that's fast. Yeah, I didn't have the hidden ability. Getting both is going to take a while, surely. Let's see what's going on with Pamitha. You find Pamitha by herself again, though her expression has grown darker than her custom. Leave me here, would you, Rita, darling? Trying to get some good and proper moping done here, and you're distracting me. Leave me be, Rita, leave me be, Rita, just leave me be. You don't want to know what's lurking in my heart or mind. What you'll find there isn't pretty. Yet something about her thought process is different to you now. You know that, with her conditioning, she can resist your scrutiny, but now her thoughts are laid bare to you. She asked me to leave her be. I'm going to trust her on that one. Pamitha's thoughts are her own business. The fleeting connection between you soon is severed. Thoughts are loneful things, Rita. It is difficult to know how best to hide them. Mine are plain enough for you to see by now. She exhales and looks askance. You know by now why I'm in this mess with all of you. Could say I liked Tamitha's sense of commitment, her zeal. She lives only to see your nation overthrown, or something worse if she could have her way. Centuries of conflict can be quite emboldening that way, especially when one's sister's leading cause of death is Commonwealth-forged steel. Wielded with the utmost of mercy, of course. Well, I had little patience for the senselessness of it myself. Became a bit of a pariah, I suppose. I knew Tamitha was going to get herself and others someday. Herself and others killed someday. So when she was to fly out on this one big mission of hers, I had other arrangements made. But after she was caught, your people did not exactly hold up their end of the bargain. I knew there were such risks, of course, and yet a chance is still a chance. Tamitha was clipped and cast down. A mercy, they called it. I did not see it that way, and in my growing protests of her treatment, I was soon enough to follow. She falls silent for a while. I haven't yet decided if I entirely regret my actions, but I do seek Tamitha's forgiveness, and wish that she could see my thoughts for what they are, as it seems you can. Then she might realize our nation's peoples have much more in common than she knows. Sometimes I wonder which of them's the stupider. She brushes past you, and out of the wagon for now. You learn new stuff about her. Motive: insurrection. Convicted for conspiracy. Oh, we know her astral sign now as well. Practical and easygoing. It's the first one to really open up. Interesting. Alright, what's in the shop? Hey you guys, where's your friend? You know, the big one with the horns. Likes frowning? Stuff like that? Something happened there or what? Heard a crazy story she just flew on out of here or something. Anyways. We got Twilight Shard. And flinging the orb. Deals bonus damage. Unlearn any masteries and choose again. That's pretty cool. I mostly just want the Stardust. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Alright, what we got here? I'm curious, can this? No, this one can't be upgraded. Okay. It just does its thing or it doesn't. Okay, well, Rookie's definitely going to be going into the next one, so let's see if we can rank this up a little bit. As the sky grows dark over the hulk of Oz, a hush falls over your companions, especially Rookie. You sense something is troubling him, something to do with your next adversary. Oh, hey, chum. Just wanted to let you know, I'm pumped and ready to take on the dissidents this time. Sure am, alright? That Barker, he's not so scary once you get to know him like I do, you know? So don't you worry, because I sure won't be going easy on him after last time. As Rookie marches off toward the clearing, you notice his grin fade away. In the distance, you hear the dissidents begin to hoot and howl.
Persevering, aren't we? Well then, rejoice, because the cycle of the rites begins anew. Perhaps you'll liberate another soon enough. Your chosen adversaries here shall be the dissidents. Reduce their flame to ash, just as you did when last you met. Now, who exactly shall oppose them?
Oi, mates, look at what we have here. Greentail, is that you? Yes, Barker. It's me, alright. Well, I'll be. So tell me something then, Greentail. You gonna go against me this time? Or keep on being a stinking coward like before, huh? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Wait! He says he wants to fight. If you can beat him. If you can beat him, maybe he'll leave us alone. He'll leave the Greentails alone. You can make it worth his while. Barker? What is it, mate? The right's about to start! Well, I was just thinking. I know I owe you and everything, but I've got a deal for you. You like a good deal, don't you? Ha! I like a good laugh's more like it, but I'll bite, Greentail. What's your fancy here? I was thinking, if I can beat you here, we're squared away. You let me off the hook. Ah, I see. But tell me something, mate! Now why in this thinking world would I want to do a thing like that? What's in it for me when I beat you instead? Then I'll pay double what I owe, I promise. But you have to promise too. Kerr's oath. Why, really now? Double or nothing is it then, aye? You drive a hard bargain there, mate. But alright, it's a deal. You beat me in my pack right here, right now, and you're debt-free, as far as I'm concerned. Of course, if you don't, I'll be fleecing you for all you're worth. You, your stupid uncles, and that dear old mum of yours. See you soon, shortly then. Rookie then turns to you. Hey, so this one means a lot to me, you understand that, chum? Let me go against these guys, and I'll make sure we show them up, okay? Okay, I was gonna put Rookie in anyway. I'm nervous about how much he's wagered on this, but... By the by there, mates. Me and my pack, we've got a few new tricks we're dying to show you real soon. You sense Barker speaks the truth. The dissidents are more capable than before. Each time you face a triumvirate, you gain talismans and masteries. Do not underestimate them.
Now let us get started.
Alright, let's have a look over here then. Scribe book. Plus 12 presents. That is a lot. Double jump and keen eye. Extra range. Okay. What else has he got? Charson, Charla. So these ones will be going in. Similar stuff. Chance to avoid banishment. These have got some really high level gear. Where did they get this stuff from? I haven't got anything like this. Phoenix, hey! How are you doing? You having a good day? Stream loading infinitely. That is less than ideal. Okay, well Rookie's definitely going in. Is it working now? How are you doing, Phoenix? You having a good day? Day was long. Yeah, lots of meetings. Are you back? Are you back at? You're back at work now, right? Back in the office. Take these two.
Sir Gilman.
They've got bonuses to their stats right now. Alright, Rookie. This one's for you, I guess. Alright then, Greentail! Bring it on, or it's your dear old mum who's gonna pay. I got a bad feeling about this one.
Commence. First to be banished. In honor of the scribes.
Nice. So it said glory dive? What's a glory dive? Oop. Okay. Didn't quite go as planned.
Pathetic. Your pyre weakens.
What's the matter, Greentail? He thinks you seem a little nervous on your paws out there. Just shut up already, Barker. Let's get on with it. What's that you say, huh? Can you talk back to me like that, Greentail? You heard me, Barker. Stay out of my damn way. Oh, what, mate? I'll stick these nervous little teeth into your old neck, chum.
That foolish Barker was a menace to the Commonwealth and is a blight upon the rights.
Oop. Oh, what? No!
My.
Okay, there we go.
Barely.
Oop.
A bit of a blunder.
Oof.
Your pyre weakens.
Got all my weird characters in today. I can't play any of these guys.
Glorious. Exactly by the book.
I was trying to,
There it is.
cast there, but not jump. I don't know if I understand how her ability works. There we go.
Now go on, just once more. Barker banished.
Oh, not quite. Oh, no, no, no! Oh,
Glory to the scribes.
need a death to cleanse you of death. I'm not sure if it's possible to die in this game, but if it is, I'm sure I'll find a way. Why are you not leaving your trail?
Unfortunate. Well cast.
Wait. I got a double kill with one of those. Oh, jerk! Oh, no, I thought I was destroyed, but no, I'm still there. Network error 2000?
Yet again. Perhaps a stroke of fortune ought to be thanked.
Are you having internet trouble, or am
The
I?
right is ended.
Wahoo, we did it! We got him! Eep! Greentail, you got us fair and square, mate! As fair and square as this stuff gets, right? Welcome back, Phoenix. Yeah, maybe Twitch is playing up. Who knows? So my family, you'll leave them alone? You said you'll leave them alone. Ease off there, Greentail. A deal's a deal. Now then, me and my pack had better step it up for when we see you and your mates again. I'll be looking forward! Rookie watches him depart, then turns to you as his expression softens. Yeah, he's got his code of honor. Don't know what to tell you, chum. Other than, I really owe you one.
Bask now follow in the wisdom of the scribes.
And some of that inspiration.
The exiled Kamatha perhaps can learn the errors of her kind.
Well, Tamatha, soon I'll be catching up with you at this, whether or not you like it. First mastery. Swiftness and mobility, or aggression. Wait, it's W? Is it W to jump? Oh, I was hitting the wrong button in that last match. I don't remember my controls. Saluting switches places the nearest ally. Currently gains 8 quickness. Interesting. Speed up when banishing an adversary. That's pretty good for her because her banish is also a dash. Aura burst that banishes nearby adversaries. Winged Fury's effect. Okay. Turns twice as quickly as usual. 4 to quickness, presence, and hope. Yeah, this tree just seems very, very strong. I think we're going for aggression. Often did the matriarch assuage her sister's rising anger and compel them not to war upon the wingless.
The holy power of the eldest matriarch.
Nice.
Until the next right.
Murder bird. Unlock that power. You return to the wagon after you and your fellow exiles prevailed against the dissidents, and find Volfred waiting for you there. Well done back there, my kin. You are serving your companions well. Now then, I've something that I wish to share with you, if you've a moment. We have discussed the plan, of which we're all a part. I have a means of measuring our progress toward the goal of it. Yeah, that's what the real game is here. Bouncing the tinkly little crystal around. The plan. Current probability of success, 32%. I'd like for you to have a look at it. First, let's determine where the rites may take us next. Look forth. I expect you shall again see several shining stars, where once you saw but one. Several shining stars. A trick of the eye or the will of the scribes. Who can say? I too once gained this newfound vision, many years ago, following my first liberation rite, and I believe only we of the Nightwings have this gift. I realize that, in choosing whom the Nightwings confront in each rite, we in turn influence which triumvirate we face when the time comes for someone to be set free. The object I invite you to use contains further detail. Use Volfred's planner to see your current progress. Okay. Using Volfred's planner, you may assess your progress towards your ultimate goal, as well as check the current standings of your adversaries. Volfred shall keep this information up to date for the remainder of your quest. You may look over it now or any time in the Black Wagon, or while searching the stars. Unknown how many rights until the next liberation. Conducted 1. Number of additional exiles required to join the Nightwings and fulfill a key aspect of the plan. Oh? So our current roster isn't enough, we need to find more people? I guess we need somebody who can do a specific thing by the look of it. Recruit of the highest favor. Takes on the Nightwings in the next liberation raid. So if we lose to one, we're more likely to face them in the finals, I guess? I don't know if they also battle each other, and that, well, they must battle each other, because there's been games going while the Nightwings haven't been around, right? No liberation raid, but games in general. So I guess the ones we fight, assuming we win, we're less likely to face in the final. Whereas the ones we leave alone will be battling each other and perhaps have a an easier match. Only went 9-0. Head. Volford Sandalwood? Since when is he in charge? Excuse me, I'm running things around here. Nightwings shall always be favoured in the eyes of the 8 scribes. Yeah, exactly. Against the Nightwings. Prideful having prevailed more than all triumvirates combined. The 3-4 record. Interesting. I mean, admittedly he's only at 0 favour because he fought us last, but still. I need to have a face to be on the board. If only I was more photogenic. This is why I can't participate in the games. The robes don't suit me because I don't have a face to wear a mask over. Yeah, if only I had corporeal form. Okay, so who are our choices? Dalbert. Jomur. Sir Deluge. Or did I manage to break my leg in the start? Wait, did I break my leg in the start? I thought I was just lost in the desert and they found me. I don't remember, actually. Was I lying there with a broken leg when they dug me up? Is that the in-universe reason why they tell me that I'll never be able to play in the games? Because one of my legs is messed up? I don't know whether battling somebody does them a favour or does them a disservice. Yeah. I think I was fresh to the the downside and not on board with its dangers. Like, it's full of monsters and stuff, right? Even the wagon's been attacked a few times. Yeah, Dalbert's just a nice guy. I'm gonna go say hi to him. I think he was the first person I fought against. Especially arrived in Lordran. Let's go see how Dalbert's doing. It looks like it's just round the corner as well. So we're to go up against the Fate again. Adversaries I know, I hope Dalbert and Alma have been holding up. Seems they've been through quite a lot. He then shares with you what details he attained of your next adversaries. Dalbert Oldheart, an adversary who showed you respect and even generosity. Despite his advanced age, he also made for a formidable opponent. He and his son. The so-called Alma the Helpless, ever present at his father's side. He was abandoned as an infant before Dalbert found him and raised him as his own. Dalbert taught his son everything he knew of his cultural heritage, as a descendant of one of the Alpha Chiefs, thought to be descended from Jomur Many-Mane himself. However, his more vocal attempts to preserve old Kerr traditions in the Commonwealth often fell on deaf ears, or even roused the anger of officials. One day he insisted on celebrating Fang Song against the wishes of his family. An old Kerr holiday in which a single pack of Kerrs vanquished an entire Imperial brigade. His family's caution was well founded in this case, and he was taken into custody. As for Alma, as his father was led away, he put up enough of a fight, to where he wound up sharing his father's cell, and soon enough his sentence. In the downside, their faith brought them in contact with a pack of spiritual Kerrs residing in Jomura Valley. In time they became acquainted with the rites and helped to revitalize the long-struggling triumvirate known as the Fate. They have since struggled on, at times flirting with freedom, though seldom getting within striking distance. Yet still, they long to find a way to return to their ancestral home and family. Poor Dalbert seems like a decent enough sort. Same for his son. In any case, we'll see them soon enough. Let's get some rest for now. You bid Hedwyn a good evening. It's too late to take flight, so you make plans to rise at dawn to continue your travels. Oh, Balford's finally got a thing in the Black Wagon. I guess he's now contributing something useful, so he's a part of the party. Hugo and Balford are doing laundry. Bay's looking at sea life. So Gilman is inhaling some food. Panos is off bathing, and Hedwyn's practicing his letters. Folding your hands and smoking a pipe isn't a contribution. I mean, to be fair, that's not the only thing he's doing. He also tried to get me fired. Got off to a difficult start with Volford. Did that probability go down? I thought it was 33 a moment ago. Does it get weaker the longer we go without providing fresh blood? I might be imagining things. It was always 32. Okay. Oh, it's gone. Game over, I lost the crystal. Be with you in a moment, Rookie. Just need to check the books. I myself, how did form the dissidents, under the simple tenet, those who do not belong, belong. The other scribes, some of them showed at first reluctance to allow an imp, and one accursed, to designate one of the 9 triumvirates. But Mur, the horned one, stubborn as he was, stood by my side. In time they came to understand, for I remained as ever at their side, a living bit of proof of their absurdity. The dissidents are an extension of my oddity. Those who do not adhere, they are not to be discarded, underestimated, or dismissed. They are as necessary as those against whom they rebel. Seems fair. The odd one out, clan. Alright, Rookie, what's up? You're looking kinda down there. I thought you'd be, happier after your big victory. As you approach Rookie, you sense none of his usual anxious energy. I'm free. Then he rushes up to you, return to form. I mean, I know I'm not. I'm stuck down here with the rest of you. It's like I finally got to set aside this big bag of rocks I've been carrying around. You know what I mean? I want to say thanks, chum, for giving me a hand with the little situation between myself and Barker. I don't think I would have had it in me to stand up to him, unless I knew you and the others had my back. Now at least old Mama Greentail won't get any more trouble from him on the other side. She's still waiting for her Rookie boy to come on home, but at least she won't be getting hassled by a bunch of nasty curs just 'cause I struck a lousy deal. So yeah, chum, you ever need something? I owe you one, and then some. Cur's oath. He prances out of the wagon, a newfound lightness in his step. Rookie gained +2 hope, permanently. Nice. Checking with Sandra. My lovely reader comes to me again. To what do I owe the pleasure? Not much going on? I shall be here if you need me. Alright. I guess we call it a night and head off in the morning. We got here. As you saw above the waters of Worm Gulf, you noticed Sir Gilman sidle up to you, very slowly. We are very, 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 very high above the waters, if this knight is not mistaken. This knight's brethren lurk beneath the surface there, in numbers untold. Fortunately, if we were to come crashing to the surface now, then this knight, why, he would receive a watery burial, in the custom of his kind. What a positive thought. Below, amid the desolation of flagging hands, you see big Bertrudes, from which you first embarked by sea. You wonder how its venerable proprietor is faring. I am certain that Big Bertrude must have left a strong impression on you all. She is not easy to forget. I've known her since before my exile or hers. She's been here a long time. I've sent my agents to repay her for assisting you, and to send her our regards. The old wagon must have been in need of some repairs. Point of interest. A gloom hangs thick above the pit of Melith and all around it. You are brave to seek your adversaries here again, reader. Many in the downside believe it to be nothing other than a foul den. They take the tales of Islak Astralborn to be mythology, embellished through retelling over time. The Star Titan, sealed away by the scribe Molten Millie, sups upon despair and fear and doubt, and lands such as our own. You have met others, such as the witch Udmild, who believe otherwise. Although, whichever their beliefs, I know of none who would go near the place unless the stars demanded it. Thus shall your coming right against the fate take place in complete secrecy, as always the rights have. Cold mode. Morbid yet potentially lucrative task along this route. We're gonna do some grave robbing. Plaguemont. Bay suspects he may find something of value along this route. Oh, Fallowfield. Sir Gilman believes the conditions here are right to train in the ways of the Sea Dominion. So I'm guessing money, cool item, and a buff for Sir Gilman? I could do with a little more cash, but I've got that money-making item. Which is carried by Sir Gilman, I believe. So, you know what, let's get Sir Gilman this buff. If it is such, and then maybe he can score us some gold. If I gotta lose to somebody, I'll lose to the, I've already forgotten the name of their group. The Fades. I guess they're nice. So I'll take that chance. You return to the dismal region known as Flagging Hands. Straight away you sense an air of dread, yet cling to hope that you can make your stay as brief as possible. You and your fellow exiles have time to yourselves before the day is done. Oh. Beyond the valley lies the Flagging Hands, which could be called a swamp if an entire sea could merely be a lake. Soon after our arrival, several of us fell into a dark despair, such were the environs. Suffer alongside them, yeah. I found it rather fascinating, though. It held aspects reminiscent of the southern bogs we dwelt in, as a tad. Grew accustomed to the dampness of the air, and grew to savor certain twigs and beetles. It can be said the Flagging Hands have an acquired taste, recommend first. The downsized native inns. Is it coincidence that we landed here, and now Tizo is being challenged? Pushing the imps with Bay. Ah. Trial. You have returned. How can I help you, if at all? You know, my lovely reader, I must admit I did not expect your little followers to be quite so receptive to instruction as thus far they have proved entirely disgraceful. I like to keep my expectations well in check, seeing as how I have been thus expelled until the end of time. So it is pleasant when those expectations are exceeded every now and then. The 924-year-old wraith for a spot of tea. Although I cannot quite recall when last that was. But the best part of all, sometimes I think, as you achieve those trials of mine, perhaps it does something to trim the length of my eternal banishment. Eternity being what it is, however, perhaps not. Still, if the trophies of those blasted scribes are worth something to you, and all you need is to brave my trials and they can be yours. And perhaps there's good in it for me as well. Then something changes in her, and she changes the subject. It'd be nice if once we've dissolved this system, and the rites are no longer a thing that need to happen, if maybe her banishment would end. Who knows? I mean, she's got a far worse fate than any of us. Nothing to work on if we can ever figure out a way. I've likely said too much. I am not to influence you in your use of the Beyonder Crystal. It is not there to be tampered with by anyone, including me. Forget what I said. Your third wish to give her freedom. I always thought that situation would be much more easily resolved if you used your first wish to give them freedom once your third wish is done. That way everybody's happy. It is the least I can do in exchange for your company. You need but point me to the one you have in mind. Teaser's already got the moon crest, that's convenient. You asked Sandra to administer one of her special trials for Tizo. Well, let us bring him forth. Tizo soon appears, in heed of the summons. Tizo seems to be prepared for whatever lies ahead. If he betrays me on my second wish, he might not. Yeah, it's gonna be a judgment call. If the genie seems tricky, then I need to retain that third wish for to hold that power over him. But then again, if the genie seems like a jerk, maybe I wouldn't set him free anyway. Do I want an evil genie running around causing trouble? I'm not convinced I do. So in this hypothetical situation, I am already on good terms with the genie. Just being set free is a nice dream, but like, jinns are typically captured whilst going around their normal business and imprisoned in a lamp or a ring or what have you. It's no wonder they're out for revenge. It's straight up slavery. Have a good day. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, Im. You answer to me here. Tizo indicates his understanding and is prepared to begin Sandra's trial. Yeah, that's fair. That's the moral of their stories. You know the formalities, of course. Show me then what you have learned thus far about the rites. Here in this trial it shall be just you, my Beyonders, and your lovely reader. Let us see now how you fare. Oops. There's some characters I've used a lot and some I have not used much. Most of the unusual ones I'm kind of bad with. Oh, I thought I had that one. Suicide explosion, flying, quick dashes, yeah. I also leave that marker when I die. I don't remember what it does. Can I teleport to it if I taunt? Was that a thing? For my teammates to use. Oh, okay. This is another one of my characters that I've set up for team stuff and does not... Come now, Imp. This test is not meant to be easy, even for the likes of you. I tell you not to waste any more of my time, but then my time is there for you to waste. So try again now, or whenever you so choose. That one again? We shall see if he fares any better this time. I never managed to jump on time. My complete inability to jump is my greatest weakness. Oh, I thought I got him there. Oh, do I... Wait. Oh, when I explode, I get knocked out. I thought they were knocking me out at the same time I knocked them out. Oh, I have to... Wait, I have to jump during my own explosion? Is that that's a thing? I thought it would bring me up the menu. Oh, he was so in my aura when I respawned. I thought it would bring up the the item menu and stuff, and I could have a look at what my moves were. It's Suicide Explosion? Oh right, that's what you called it, not what the game calls it. The game calls it Implode. Okay, of yours will not fail so badly as before. I'm just gonna give up on the explosion. It doesn't work in a 1v3. In a 3v3 I can see. Kind of a different matter when he's playing solo. I landed on the thing. This is reminding me a lot of when I tried to do what's his name? The main guy. The human. How far can he jump? I'm sorry, what? This is painful. I might need to level Tizo up a little more. One more try. I'll swap trinket? Maybe. I mean, I found that this trinket is really good for the scribe trials because it compensates for one of the main weaknesses of being on your own. There we go. Now we're talking. Maybe I need to be more aggressive. Filial piety and resisting arrest. Contemplative and passionate. And we don't know anything of the other. Extra stamina. And a bonus when they're behind. Okay, faster jumps and sprints. Mid-air jump. Faster acceleration. They've all got the dying flame. Okay. I'll put the Gilman up first. So we need to make some money. Well, Luki also has a quickness bonus. That would make sense.
Rookie.
And yeah, I want to level up Tizo, don't I?
Tizo. It is done.
Squahawk? Tizo cautions bait, not to be distracted by our adversaries. Not in this or any raid. Maybe I should have put Bay in this one to see if they had an interaction. I thought that she wouldn't want to go up against her friends. Steel yourself, Alma. Are you ready to face our adversaries once again? Always, Father. Let us prevail, here and now. Let us do so indeed, my son.
Now begin.
No. That did not go quite as planned.
The first dousing.
Whoop.
Ouch. Another banishment.
There we go. There's the entire enemy team gone. That's how you use the explosion. That's not what I meant to do. He's actually so fast it makes him hard to control.
Dolbert banished.
Nope.
The Worm Knight somehow did it.
That's not what I meant to do. Oh!
A crushing blow.
Nicely done. Impressively conducted to this point, though, Nightwings. Yet while our pyre burns, we still shall strive.
poor old Dalbert. Unfortunate for Dalbert. So it is. Both banished.
Oh.
Trickery.
Deceit.
Now go on, just once more. Sorry, Alma.
Got some gold out of it.
Done. The Night Wings prevail. Their hapless adversaries stood no chance. The right is done.
Wait, I'm sorry, I just wanted to apologize, I think? Why, young one, you must not say such things. You are one of the Night Wings, the most envied of all triumvirates. We aspire to your greatness and your legacy. Father, please, no more of this. They have prevailed. We need not grovel at their feet. Alma, is it Alma? I just had a question. Let's quickly go about your business. Oh, would you be my friend?
Huh?
What? I was wondering if you would be my friend, because I don't have a lot of friends, and you are brave and gentle with your father, so... I shall see you in a little while, my son. What? The scribes, were they not friends? I choose to think they brought us here to be closer together, not to be apart.
There is much to learn from this experience. Honor is elusive, O Sir Gilman, yet enlightenment is eternal.
So grateful is this knight for such a glorious occasion that he is giving strong consideration to performing, here and now, the forbidden dance of the Sea Dominion. Around, freeze all exiles. While he's banished, he moves faster than usual and has infinite stamina. Banishing adversary deals an additional damage to the adversary's pyre. He's the hardest one to banish people with, I think. Although when he does get his hits in, he gets them in fast. Banishes an ally, one of his banished allies shall instantly return. Using a slash, can use it again to instantly return to his previous position. Banish adversaries in a wider area of effect. I might go for a mixed tree here. Get some of the ones out of this one. Quite like the wider area of effect. I also like that, but I don't think I can get it without getting both of these, unfortunately.
Until the stars align.
After triumphing over the fate with great prowess, the time has come for you to search the stars again, and determine where next they shall take you. Stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. Gaze into the darkness of night. Alright, where next? Pyre hearts. So a deluge. The withdrawn. I've been practicing with Sir Gilman a lot recently. Maybe we'll go see Sir Deluge next. Record against him is 1-0. Is this knight to understand that we shall soon confront Sir Deluge and the Pyre hearts once more? Then this is to be a most exciting time! This knight's one-time commanding officer. Imagine, if you will, a worm without the slightest trace of bravery. Sir Gilman then recants his tale of Sir Deluge's past. Now it is they wound up together in the downside. Sir Deluge, a worm knight of the Sea Dominion and former ally of Sir Gilman. He lacks the sort of courage for which his kind is known, and yet somehow leads the Pyre hearts anyway. Some worms born under the Sea Dominion's waters sought life's meaning on dry land. The Commonwealth recognized their chivalrous traditions and soon put them to use. Sir Deluge was just another bit of frontline fodder in the war against the High-Winged Remnants. Yet time and again, he distinguished himself for one simple reason: he would not die. His unusual instinct for self-preservation kept him safe in many battles, and over time he was repeatedly promoted for any lack of real competition. Then, in the Battle of the Spiral Sanctum, when retreat certainly was not an option, Sir Deluge retreated anyway. This was a breaking point, and he was at last sentenced into exile. In the downside, he sought water, where he made contact with Sir Gilman and other members of his kind. They all saluted him as their superior. The other knights had little choice but to respect his rank. As the Pyre hearts, they conduct the rites in the name of the great hero, the Under-King Gaurus, while adhering to their strict code. This knight may not have failed quite so miserably at the Battle of the Spiral Sanctum, had his entire regiment not turned in disarray after Sir Deluge fled. Perhaps by confronting his former commander, this knight's own honor may be regained in part. For now, however, this knight must beg your leave. You say good night to Sir Gilman in turn. There's no time to make flight preparations now, for in the morning you'll press on once again. The Fate united under Many-Mane, the Alpha Chief. He is brash, but follows his traditions. Prizes faith, discipline, and honor, qualities he seems to lack at first. He formed the Fate under the precepts of olden bylaws of his four-legged ancestors. They believed in a certain natural order in the way of things. Many-Mane wanted for the Fate to likewise show respect. Initially he chose only from other curs. However, urged the Fate to replenish their numbers from any race or ethnic group thus willing. Thus they shall anticipate what is to come, with open eyes and minds, and never frown upon what is in store for them. Alright. Oh, more mushrooms. Getting a workout, inhaling some food. Making a racket. Hunting for snacks. Keeping quiet, taking stock. Okay. We'll see what Bae wants, then I'll call it for this afternoon. What's on your mind? Bae seems very happy about something and has been chanting softly to herself. A closer inspection, however, says she seems to be engaged in conversation with the wagon wall. And so, after the rite, I think he said to me, farewell? Can you believe it, little brother? He said that, then he left to go find Mr. Dalbert, who went on ahead. And so, I think that maybe we are friends now. Don't you think so, too? We have a lot in common, don't we? Friends are supposed to have a lot in common, right? For instance, we're both fighting for those we care about, for those who helped us when we needed it. Is that not so? He's very lucky to have met Mr. Dalbert, isn't he? She falls silent for a time, then... It cannot be that the 8 scribes intended that all of us just have to fight each other all the time. It just cannot be. So many whom we face, they don't like us much, do they? Because if we prevail against them, it must mean they cannot go home, even if they really want to. So that's why they don't like us. Back home, when they told me to stop being me, I didn't like them either. You want to know what I think, little brother? I think the scribes put us together in all this so we can learn from one another and grow closer together as friends. That is what I think, little brother, and I told them so. And maybe the next time I see Alma and Mr. Darby again, they'll be happier to see me then? She bounds off, noticing you as she goes. Hi, Rita. You sense some burden has been lifted from her, and her knowledge of the rites, however informal it may be, has crystallized into a deeper understanding. Bay gained +1 hope, permanently. Nice. Success. Alright, cool. Made a nice bit of progress today. It's been good. So yeah, thank you for the company, everybody. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. I've definitely had a good time. So, I'll save for now. Yeah, next time we'll be playing Pyre will be next Wednesday. But I'll be back in 2¼ hours for Minecraft Monday. We'll be playing having a chill time together. Catching up on the village after all of our adventures. Maybe working on some projects. Should be good. So yeah, let's see who we can raid, shall we? Should we go see Shadow M? Playing Spyro Rig.